Yep. Disappointed in how we played tonight, obviously. Again, give Ohio credit. Sort of tired of giving the other team credit in here, but give them credit. They had a ton of focus and did what you're supposed to do to win a game. And we just struggle to put back-to-back performances together. It takes what it takes. That's the bottom line. It takes what it takes. And right now we're just struggling to do it back-to-back games and do it consistently. The crowd was awesome. I feel bad for all the Kent fans. I know there were some Ohio fans here, but it was an awesome Kent showing, and honestly, I feel bad for them. That's the bottom line. I feel bad for them because they came here to support these guys, and we didn't play like we're supposed to play. So disappointed, and we got to get ourselves better.
Yeah, you mentioned that they're just being disappointed. I guess just from your perspective, what needs to change with this team, especially there in the the first half of the last couple home games? It seems like the team just coming out really slow, and then they're in the second half. Things come together, but then can't really finish.
Can't get over the hump. Got to get a stop. They got 2 offensive rebounds on 1 possession when we cut it to 3. Tonight we didn't make our free throws. Tonight, the first half, we turned it over. I got to look at all of those things and say, okay, why aren't we? We start every game well. We didn't start the game against Akron Green, but we basically started every game this season. We started well. We're up early, 17-52. We're up 6, 8-2. We're 6-0. Being able to sustain it for 40 minutes, being able to sustain our focus for 40 minutes, being able to sustain our energy for 40 minutes. You name it. It's just been something that at home, and we've struggled a bunch, but we struggled in particular at home, which is unexplainable for me, especially when I see how great, these are great crowds. The people that are doing our marketing and promotion, I feel bad for them. If they were doing this last year, the year before, we'd have sellouts every night. We had an awesome team that deserved to have everybody here. And this year, right now, we just at home, we don't play. It just doesn't look like we play to win. We're playing to play well individually. It just doesn't work that way. You got to play to win. You got to come every possession. You jump out 8-2, and you got to be able to maintain that. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect and you're going to pitch a shutout. That's not what I'm saying. But the baskets we give up, I mean, it's just baskets that we should not be giving up. We wanted AJ Clayton to shoot no threes. He shot 6 in the first half. 6 in the first half. That was our game plan. No threes for AJ Clayton. 6 in the first half. Okay? We had 10 turnovers in the first half. We got to be better. I mean, that's the bottom line. We got to be better. I'm not putting this on any player or the group. It's all of us. It's me. It's our staff. It's our players. It's everyone associated with the program. We have to do better. We have to do better. And these teams are excited to play us, right? Like they are celebrating because they hadn't beaten us here in a long time. And you know what? Miles Brown, I don't think he's beaten us here in his career. Well, he didn't play particularly well offensively tonight. He's 0 for 5. He was as happy as anybody on their roster for getting a win in the Mac Center before his career's over. And you know what? Good for him. Like, that's what you need to be. That's what you need to be if you're going to have a good team. You need to have everybody that way. And, we need to be better at that.
Yeah, and how did you guys try to defend their three-point shooting tonight that they really got going there, both in the first and second half?
We did a horrible job, right? I mean, a horrible job. AJ Shelton, awesome three-point shooter. 4 for 5. I don't think he had to put the ball on the floor once. And again, some of those are going to happen because we're in some level of rotation or some level of scrambling. Some of those are going to happen. 4 for 5 can't happen. 4 for 5, AJ Clayton can't get off 8 threes in a game against us. We play last year. We'd play a kid from Toledo, Shoemate. He wouldn't get a 3 off in the whole game because he's an awesome three-point shooter. We're just struggling at these little things that become big things, and we dig ourselves a hole. We battle back. We don't make the free throws we need to make, and that happens. And then we got to get a stop and back-to-back offensive rebounds on the same possession. And I don't remember if they made a three or they made an N one. I'd have to look at the book, but back-to-back, it's 59-56, I think is the score. And you know, it's an N one, I think it is. And all of a sudden it's a 3-point free throw, and we don't get stops moving forward. So disappointing, but again, we have to regroup. There's a lot of games ahead of us, and we have to regroup. We have to get better.
And what could you say about Freeman's play over the last couple of games? Seems like he's kind of taken on a different role of being more of a scorer for you guys down the stretch. Is that how you see it as well?
Well, he's done a good job offensively. You know, he's done a good job the last couple games. He's played more aggressively. He's played better. But again, I got to watch the film on defense, you know, where things are with that, because the game is not just played on offense. The game is played on both ends of the floor, and you have to play both ends of the floor the right way. And I'd have to watch the film, but I'm happy for him that he's given us a spark, and that he has been, you know, playing with much more confidence offensively lately, which is good to see. And we're going to need him, and we're going to need every guy that's on the roster to help us.
So, Coach, looking ahead, the team invites Miami to the MAC on Tuesday. Can you just take me through how the team is going to prepare for the next game?
Yeah, I mean, we're off tomorrow. You play on Friday. You're off on Saturday. We'll come in Sunday. We'll practice Sunday and do a little bit of prep. We'll do prep on Monday. And then we have our walkthrough Tuesday and play Tuesday. And listen, this has been a great practice team. Our team has practiced very, very hard and very focused and very well. You know, I go into the game tonight feeling like, okay, we're on point with what we need to do. We're ready in terms of the scouting report. I thought we did a good job with that. And then we come out and it's just we start the game great. It's just we have not been able to do this, what we need to do for 40 minutes often enough.
Coach, at one stretch there in the second half, it seemed like Ohio was converting on a lot of threes, and your guys just kind of were trying to match that, and their shots weren't falling. And then you got into the bonus with about 7 minutes left, but it seemed like a struggle from the charity stripe in the second half. Can you just kind of talk about kind of getting back into the fundamentals and focusing on the little things that turned out to be big things down the stretch?
Absolutely. And again, they had 8 assists in the second half, so my guess is almost every one of those threes came off an assisted basket, and we had 5 assists in the second half. We did not pass the ball the way we need to. We took too many no pass shots early in the shot clock. And then we got to the line, and in the second half we were 4 for 11 from the line, which again just isn't good enough. When you're trying to battle back, you got to make those. So again, those you know, we've been a great free throw shooting team all year, but you know, we weren't tonight for sure. But the other things, our shot selection, our ball movement, our willingness to make plays for others and making the right play, just has not been where it needs to be. That's the bottom line. Just has not been where it needs to be.
All right, thank you, Coach.